get started with the pink butt nymph. This is also red butt nymph, any color that you make the butt, that's what it is. So for this one, it is a pink butt nymph. And pretty simple, you just start your thread and then head back towards the bend of the hook. As you can see, I went down the bend just a little bit, and now I'm just going to bring that thread all the way back up to right behind the bead, where I will grab my black thread and just tie right on top of that. And tying right on top of all that other thread is going to secure all of it down. You don't even have to whip finish the pink thread. You just cut your tags off and there you go. So small red wire is going to be the ribbing on this fly. And again, it's just really simple fly. So I've got about a 6-inch strand right here of that red wire, and I'm just going to go ahead and tie that in, securing it right on the side of the hook. And I go up towards the bead and then back down just to give it a little bit more of an even taper. And I'm going to get some, this is kind of like a light olive hare's ear dubbing, and we're just going to do a pretty thin body, tapering it so the towards the butt will be the thinnest, and then towards the bead it will get a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and put that on, correct the bead there, and there's that. Now we're going to counter rib this. So what that means is the direction that we just put the thread on, we're going to go the opposite direction. And the reason why is if you do that, it makes the fly a little bit more durable, just a little bit, and then the ribbing stands out more, so you can see the red really well. It doesn't hide in between the gaps of the rabbit. So we, helicopter that off, or you twist it around in circles, and got it. And this is one of my favorite expensive tools here. This is a Stonefo roto dubbing twister thingy majig. I don't know the exact name, that could be it, but I use this on a whole lot of flies because it makes them ridiculously durable. So you could just do like touch dubbing on this fly, which would be fine. It's a lot faster that way, but this is another fun way to make the fly look just a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and secure that in. And basically all I did right there is create a dubbing loop. If you don't know how to do that, stop right now. Go learn how to make a dubbing loop. Come back to this. If you don't have the fanciest thing, you can just use a paper clip. Something nobody ever told me. But just use a paper clip, do the same process. We're going to take a little bit darker rabbit fur here. And you can see with this one, it has a lot of guard hairs, is what they're called. And you can see in the left here, this pile, that's the first stuff that we put on. Let me get a little. So that's the first stuff I put on. Not as many big, long, spiky fibers. Then the second stuff on the right here, that has lots of pokey fibers and it's darker. So that'll give the little bit of contrast. So I don't drop everything. I'm just gonna insert that in. I didn't put any wax on or anything. And look at that fanciness there. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that on. And there we go. See how crazy it makes the fly look. We'll tame that just a little bit. But it gives really, everybody says like a buggy look to it, but in other words, it makes it look like it has lots of legs. So clip that off. And go ahead and take your left hand, kind of pinch out any fibers that aren't really connected, and whip finish this bad boy. 2, 3, and double whip finish just for fun. And that's the finished fly. I might go ahead and cut a little bit of these fibers that are, coming out past the bend of the hook. But you don't have to do that. And that's it right there. The pink butt nymph. Enjoy.